flipping through.
Okay.
Would anyone notice if I increased all their medication to make sure they're never a problem again? Obviously, this entire group has failed.
I turn around. Sir, may I ask a question?
No, you may not. You may get back.
Raya.
I don't care what you may or may not have heard. You were mistaken. You don't understand your own powers. You're getting yourself.
Sir, yes. Stun blast, sir.
Alrighty then.
I'm assuming at least 2 pages have passed since the first time I used it.
Oh,
You know what? I would say that is correct. Narratively, more than 2 pages have passed. I'm going to tag out for combat, Cory.
Yeah. You need to
I made a big fat mess. Now it's your turn.
I kind of made the mess. I kind of made the mess. I'm totally claiming I made that mess.
It's just messy.
Would you hand me that dice tray?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Do we need to roll edge now?
We can roll edge or we can use static edge. I've actually been more using static edge just to move things faster.
Oh, sorry.
All
What
right.
is what's your toughness?
My toughness is 6.
What is your willpower?
6.
6 is your health. Did you get your edge figured?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't picked my action figure.
We're not doing miniatures. We're doing a theory of the mind. Jennifer, may I beg of you to give me a refill on water? Thank you, sweet, very much. Crap. I'm spending my resolve already. The bonus resolve I earned, I'm spending.
All right, so we're gonna do static edge, just because it'll be easier because we have only an hour left.
Do you want to mark up there, or do you want to do it otherwise?
If I could just actually get a piece of paper.
You know?
I got it. I guarantee you, he's first.
What? What are you talking about?
Right, what's your character's name again?
Arsenal. Edge is 10.
I have an edge of 11.
Okay.
My base edge is 18.
Hold on.
We're not rolling.
We're not rolling.
Oh, 18.
Hold on. Let him get caught up.
Character name again?
Volt.
Jolt.
You can't change it.
And Edge?
13.
Sammy, what's your character's name again?
Annika. Her name is Annika.
Sorry.
Anika.
Edge.
16.
Carinn, what's your character's name?
Allison.
And it was what, 18? Character's name again? Glint. 22. David?
Andrew, edge is 6.
You are group alpha because everybody's name starts with an A. Sean?
Mine doesn't. Tommy.
What?
My character's name is Tommy, edge 10.
And Glenn?
Victor.
And Edge was again?
11.
11. Thank you.
No problem.
But I did just initiate combat by blasting him with my stun.
Yep.
By the way, I am defining my stun as going versus willpower instead of toughness, which is an option.
Makes sense.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stun.
I did. I got 3 successes, which is why I'm prepared to re-roll, but I want to see if it actually at least has a page worth of effect on him before I do.
And he also got 3 successes.
And I am spending a resolve to reroll. Oh, thank goodness. 2, 3, 4, 6. I got 7 successes that time. I realized we were on camera here. 7 successes versus his 3, which thankfully means he'll be stunned for a little bit.
Thank you, lady.
All right. So how does that look?
So I said, I turned around and I asked, what the heck? I turned around, looked at him, said, permission to speak, sir? He said, no, you may not. I said, sir, yes, sir. And then my eyes flash again, and there's this roiling kind of bluish crystalline energy that just flows right into his face and staggers him back. And he falls flat, eyes open. He is completely overwhelmed with anger. This is not like an emotion thing, but my emotions are overwhelming him and holding him in place, and just like rolling through him. He's feeling my anger, my fear, my dedication. All of my impulses are just overwhelming his senses. And I turn around. This would be the part where we run.
All right. Glint.
I thought we were supposed to learn over.
They're going to kill us.
Well, that's not good.
And you guys know I have telepathy, so
If company guy believes it.
Glint.
by the way, you didn't say that out loud because you were muted. Remember? And I don't have.
But it was an ASL.
I don't have the mind. Well, I don't know. You're just doing this, and I'm like, they're going to kill us.
She will hit your own hands.
ASL.
Yeah, that's the 2 languages I took.
By the way, when I say that, I'm still facing the direction from which we came and taking up a martial stance. I got your back. Go.
Glint.
So we know the layout of this facility pretty well, I'm assuming.
You know parts of it pretty well. You don't know the entire layout.
Have we ever been locked down before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we know what I'm assuming there's security doors that close or come down. Okay. And there's probably cameras everywhere, so they just saw that and they're just about to do something.
Probably.
I'm gonna run really fast to the control center.
Okay.
And I want to try and distract the people in the control center. I'm assuming I can't actually get in because it's key
Right.
carded.
Yep.
I'm gonna run back to the doctor, grab his key card, and then run back to the control center.
All right. That will take your action.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Allison.
I become the doctor
Okay.
and say, "Come along, children," in his voice, and start leading us to the direction he exits from most of the time.
Okay. Sammi.
Put her on hold.
Nine.
Your turn.
Right.
Allison just became the doctor. Now, just out of curiosity, the direction that he normally goes out of, is that behind me, or is she actually walking past me, going back the way we came?
The direction. So you were in the training facility, which is right next to the normal barracks facility.
Okay.
And the doctor usually comes in from the opposite direction of the training facility because there's more offices and control areas that are back behind that area. So she would have to go past you.
Okay. So I'm like standing like this. She's like, oh, all right. Just trying to establish my role play.
So, because I was getting a drink, what were you doing?
He disappeared.
Zoom.
He just disappeared.
Disappeared, reappeared for a second, grabbed the doctor's card, control card. Got it.
I follow.
Okay.
With my running of 7.
Then you're not following. You're taking off.
Yeah.
Are you taking off after him then?
Well, actually,
If you're following Allison, you're not running that fast.
Ah.
I'm assuming you don't move that fast.
sorry.
I have the movement powers.
Okay. Jolt.
Actually,
Turn off your fry on cameras within his reach.
Okay.
In the plunge.
Yeah, you can certainly hit the cameras that are in this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So you will want to do a blast power, or what is it you're trying to do?
Electrical controls.
Electrical control. Okay.
Reroll that.
Well, it's not that hard.
So was 3
So
6 enough?
3 is enough.
Okay.
Always ask first before you roll.
Yeah.
They're hardened systems to prevent like an certainly disabling these things. But your mastery of the actual electricity that's going through them is greater than that. And so that is what ultimately is what you're doing, is shutting off the electricity to them rather than trying to disable them as a device.
Okay.
And so that is able to shut them down.
I'm going to tell if I stop doing that, they'll come right back up.
You don't. You know that they're the way that it'll work is that like it will refresh after a moment or two. So if you want to continue to do that, you'll have to continue to spend your action to do that. But that doesn't prevent you from moving or doing, basic things.
Okay.
And are you moving along with Allison, or?
Going on to the group there. And so if you do 2 actions, if both of them go to 2, or the second one is a -2?
They're both at -2, so you'd have to declare ahead of time. All right. So that brings us to Tommy, Arsenal, and the guards.
I will defer to Arsenal since I've already initiated things. Arsenal can go ahead, and then I'll follow.
I'm not allowed to do anything?
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Victor is at 11.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple flaws here that are going to kick in. The biggest one, of course, is going to be chivalrous. You don't take advantage of people that have just fallen down. I'm a medic. I'm supposed to help those kinds of people. I moved to the doctor where he fell and check him out to make sure that he's not dead.
Okay. That is a medicine skill.
5.
You know at a 5 that he's not dead, but his consciousness is like fluttering in and out, like almost as if he would have a concussion.
Yeah. You've seen medics, emergency medics move in a certain way. And then normally when they're on the move, as I'm moving over to him, I bring the med pack up that I have, and I will open it on up and begin to ready a sedative for him so he won't be suffering.
So under normal circumstances, yes, but they don't give you access to medical supplies here because now you're a test subject.
So I'm giving him something that says sodium pentothal, but it's not.
You didn't have any gear, is what you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even have basic stuff.
We're in
for when-
uniform
right now.
for people being injured. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We were being run through a
You
case.
are one of the lab rats now, sir.
Oh well.
No. So you lean down to check on him.
But you know that he is not injured in any fashion. He is simply just displaying the signs of a concussion, basically. So he's stunned and he's like kind of out of it, and he's not really sure what's going on.
All right.
You have anything further you want to try and do?
Well, I'll put him in a sleeper hold and just knock him out. I have martial arts.
Okay, fair enough.
It's offensive.
So basically a coup de grace, but not.
No.
A coup de grace in a incapacitation, not murder.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a kosh.
Yeah. It's a sleeper hold.
Got it. My point being that you can take an action to permanently, knock somebody out if they're helpless. Not permanently forever, but like take it out of the scene.
Well, he won't be in pain now.
Arsenal, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow Allison and do my best to not look like I'm freaking out.
Okay. And sorry, resolve.
Oh, thank you.
You are certain that whatever abilities that allow you to kind of perceive that spatial awareness for your little portals, you're certain that if you go beyond that door, they're probably not going to work because you died and continue.
So our power shut down when we leave the building.
Not necessarily built, but certainly that whatever's beyond that door is certainly
This is the door that we're heading toward?
Yep.
Okay, well then I will say that. Our power's not going to work once we go through.
Oh. Is that just out this door, or is it like something surrounding us? So you try to pass to the other doors. Directions.
The other, you've been outside, so you know that there's certainly a perimeter of things, but you've never been beyond the perimeter, so you don't know everywhere that you've been.
It doesn't. They don't work in this corridor going out once we get past this door, or.
Well, you don't know what's beyond the door outside of. The only reason he knows that is because he's tried to teleport beyond, or she has tried to teleport beyond the door.
But that's the only way out?
It's not the only way out. You can go back into the training area.
And there's another way out of the training area?
As far as you know, there are ways outside.
So you say that? Allison! I jerk my head towards the outside.
Why don't we try other directions and you can try and teleport there?
So I will teleport to the training room and see if there is an exit.
Okay. As you teleport out of here and back into the training room, you know that there are two different exits out of the training room that will lead back into a cafeteria and kitchen area, and it's more of a commissary sort of scenario, and then from there might be something that leads outside, but you've never been taken back into the kitchen area before, and you didn't have any real reason to, so because you know that on the opposite wall, the adjacent wall, that will lead you out to a yard that basically will allow you to run around and get fresh air.
And our powers will work.
And your powers will work out in the yard. You're fairly certain that they work out in the yard.
Okay. So you see this sort of wavering of reality, and then you hear this, and she's gone, right? And so, yeah, I go to the training room then, and I start making my way for the yard
Okay.
to see if I can find a way out there. And if I can, then I'll teleport back to these guys and let them know.
Okay. Sure. Tommy.
I expect guards are coming pretty soon.
It's a pretty fair assessment.
Do I know where they're going to come from?
They come from generally from back behind where Allison was trying to lead you, and they come from basically a security station that's just outside
I'm going to
the
hold.
training area, which is where you're at.
I'm going to specifically hold for the purposes of when the guards start to show up. I will say, Victor, we got to go.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
We got to go now. They're going to kill us, Victor.
I got kind of caught on to that.
Dead
you know?
is dead, Victor. Move. All I did was knock him out. He's fine.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'm holding.
Okay.
That was just dialogue.
All right, so Glint, you definitely have caught their attention.
Wait.
Uh, they were like, oh, the guy that like was supposed to just be normally like, you know, just a nice telepath and like, you know, placated soldier, just took out our doctor. Oh, and now the super speedster guy is like standing outside our door. That's
and
not
next
good.
to him, there's a meat chick.
Apparently, she decided to follow him. You got to be clear, Samantha.
Sorry.
Clear and
my
decisive
apologies
interactions.
in failure of communication.
Okay. So guards are pouring out of the security station at this point. And some of them are trying to detain you, and a lot of them are just rushing past you. So you're going to need to make some sort of evasion roll versus
Evasion.
Roll for everything.
Yeah.
versus their sonic attacks.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Well, that's going to be bad.
Are both of us needing to make evasion rolls or just him?
No, both of you will.
Especially.
Well, I set myself up good for that one.
I got
1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I got 9.
9? Okay. Well, you certainly have evaded their first attack. And you got 6? Well, these guys must like you, because I got 5. And Brett, like, you're starting to walk towards that exit, and suddenly, like, all these guards come pouring out from the guard station behind you, and they are not pleased with anybody right now, so they're gonna shoot at you as well.
Okay. Soliloquy. Don't make me defend myself.
Well, these dice really like you.
One, 2, 3. Really? 3?
Well, that's all they got. So.
Oh, all right. I evade them.
So clearly, like these sonic guns are blasting like this sound wave of energy towards all of you, and Glint very easily, like like his super speed, like kind of enhances his perception of everything, and so he's able to easily step out of the way and just let that wave pass by him. And Annika is just quick on her toes enough to like understand that, oh, this is going to be bad, and ducks behind one of the pillars in the hallway before it blasts her. And Arsenal is what did you use?
Yeah, I just used like martial evasion.
Okay, so and you used evasion as well. So, and so like easily, like you kind of like slide right into like behind like one of the training dummies as the blast like just pummels it.
So they did not come out to where we are.
And they are heading towards you. There's effectively 4 groups of 5. So they have all come running out, and one group is on each of them. One group is now on Brett, and the other group is now heading towards you.
So 1 or 2 groups.
2 groups.
And I see them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was holding for that, so I go charging forward, and I do have running a 5, so I move pretty damn quick.
Mm-hmm.
Not super speed, but pretty fast. And oh boy, I'm going to go all out because I'm trying to protect Victor, who stopped to help the guy, and I can't have them getting on him. And I'm trying to protect everybody else too. So I will dive in and I will declare 2 attacks. Again, 1 against each group.
Okay.
And as I said, I'm going all out, so I'm offsetting my -2, but that means I'm going to lose half my dice on the defense if this does not go well. So this is my attack against the first group. And I'm just laying into the crazy level martial arts.
Okay.
Which I would assume you and I probably spar a lot.
And probably me too.
Are you high level martial arts as well? All right.
Martial arts of 7, strike of 9, 2 fighting of 5. So I'm fairly good spar partner.
5.
Well, they got 4, so
I'll take 1 out in that group. And then I will lay into the other group because I'm trying to tie them both up. Apparently, I was way more determined on that group. Like, way more determined on that group. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 on that one.
they got 3, so that will take them out.
So, yeah, but the first group, I lay into, and I'm just like doing a lot of leg sweeps and stuff like that, and they were used to it. And the second group, I just really just jump up and full, luchador style body slam into the whole group of them, which looks ridiculous, but lately he's been watching wrestling. So he thought he'd try it and it worked. It's like, bang, he turns around. We're leaving. You can get hurt or you can leave me alone. Are they attacking me?
Yep.
This is going to go badly.
They just watched you take all of their friends down, took the doctor down, so they're a little angry. So, yeah, they got
They don't like you.
5,
I don't like
6, 6 on the attack.
So I only got to roll half my defenses, which was 5 dice. So I rolled 2. You said 6?
Yep.
So that will be 4 of my 7 health. As I stagger back, and worse, because it's sonics and I have reaction to loud noises, I stagger back and I'm just like screaming, and I'm obviously having a horrible, horrible time, and I will lose my next action.
Okay.
Because I'm invoking my flaw.
All right. Sounds good.
No, it didn't sound good. That was the point.
I'm actually throwing up. Anybody who can see me is like,
Speaking of which,
Thank you for not acting that out.
speaking of which, can I get paper towels?
Oh my God, you're so young.
Did Raya throw up again?
Yeah.
We're gonna take her in again.
I think she's eating something outside. Right.
I've walked the yard. I can't find anything.
Could be one of the plants.
Sorry, Brad, if you're still watching. Apparently, she's not doing as well as we'd hoped. What did Andrew do?
Andrew goes now.
Oh,
He's here, he's making.
He hasn't had a chance to go yet. He's got a not very.
hey, David.
Yeah. All right.
We're playing on another scenario right now, so it'll be a little bit before we get to that.
Excuse me.
I got food. I'll eat.
You may want to not set up in here. You may want to
Right.
use one of the other rooms.
Okay. All right, no problem. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
I'll be right back. Biofunctions.
Okay, I am going to blast the one group of guards that is still up.
Okay.
It's an area effect.
Okay.
I'm right there.
Is it selective?
Ugh. I will. Since
Last thing is what? Is he a power taker, power copier?
He may have his own blast tower as well.
I have my own blast. Yeah, I'll just start running past the guards then.
You can use blast without area.
Okay.
Unless you bought it with fixed area, you can use it without the blast,
Okay,
without the area.
so I'll just use blast without the area on the
Okay.
guards that are still up. Four.
Well, they got 3, so you got one of them.
Awesome. And I will continue to try to run past them after I blast.
Okay. All right, that was Andrew. So we will go back to top of the round with Glint.
Hey, Chad. No. What are you doing?
So
Keep talking, I'm listening.
I'm gonna pull a page out of a very popular movie character recently. I'm gonna use my super speed to attack up to 11 targets at once. That's 6 dice. And so I'm gonna run around the room and
Okay, that's that's an old version of super speed.
Okay.
The new one is much simpler.
Okay.
You can just attack the group of minions, and you'll take twice of them out based on the attack.
So if I wanted to attack 2 groups, would that be?
There's only one group left. Well, wait, no, there are multiple groups. I take that back.
Yeah, there's one group on you, and there's one group out in the training area.
Oh, and there's one group on her too.
So yeah, the group on me and the group on her. If I attack both of those, that's -2 on both of those. Okay, I can do that. So yeah, I will do that, and as time slows down, whatever, I'm positioning positioning their weapons so that they're shooting at each other. I'll shove a couple of them into the other guys, or into walls across the room, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And the best part is because you have super speed, you'll take out twice as many based on that successes.
So that'll be, it's normally 10, so it'll be an 8 dice against each group.
Yep.
Okay. All right, first group. I got 5 successes, which doubles.
Well, no, you 5 successes minus what they roll, and the net successes double.
Oh, gotcha.
So I got 4.
Okay.
So you take out 2 of them.
2 of them. Okay.
So there's still 3 there, and
Better.
Eight successes over here.
I got 6 on here. So
Take out 4 of those.
So one's left. So, all right. So we got basically one group of 4 that's left effectively on the 2 of you. All right. That was Glint. So let's bring us down to Allison.
Yes. Sorry. Striding purposefully up toward the guards. Gentlemen, stand down. You're interfering with a training session.
We know it's not you, Doctor.
I tried. Punch.
All right.
We know it's not you, Doctor. Wait, that's confusing. I'm going to spin a second.
So yeah, I'm just gonna punch.
All right, punch away. No,
With
these
my
dice.
8 might.
These dice did not like you.
Her dice did all right though.
Eight.
Also,
Not worth rerolling. Trying to make re-roll against their good roll never works.
It was.
you can try and add dice at this point, though. You want to try and get some extra successes over their 8, since you are also at 8.
I'm not going to get enough over to make a difference.
Okay. Lowering your numbers lowers your attack dice.
Point. I will add 2 dice.
All right.
Because a group of 5 throws more dice than a group of 2 does.
There's 2 left.
On the group that she's attacking?
1 success.
No, there's 5 on. There's 5 on.
But if she had managed to like roll a couple of 6s or something, yeah, it could have made a difference.
So it does take down 1.
The one who says, "We know it's not you, Doctor."
He's not the brightest bulb.
I imagine it in slow motion as the fist is hitting. He's like, doo 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 doo. His face is all like.
The smirk is wiped off his face.
All right, Annika, Sammi, your turn.
There's 4 left, and the guys you were fighting.
I'm gonna use my martial arts paired with my 2-fisted to punch down the remaining guards on the.
You might as well use your strike.
Yeah, let's do that then.
All right, so you're going to be. All right, so you're taking 2 off from your total, so you can use your 2-fisted.
Mhm.
All right.
Your strike is 8 dice. Samantha, your strike is 8 dice.
9.
9 dice. Okay, so 7 dice for the attack.
I got 3 successes.
Ooh.
Well, they got 1.
Oh, then you took them. Because 2 net successes with double for 2 fisted means you took 4 down.
Yep.
Woo!
Nice.
All right, so certainly, like the guards have been completely annihilated.
You took them all out?
For these 2 groups.
In that group, yeah. Because there's still some left.
There's still one group of 4 out in the training area,
And the ones that.
And the group of 4 on your area. And
Yep.
on you guys, yes.
Yep.
Okay. So that brings us down to Jolt.
Are the 4 in an area where I can hit them as an area attack?
They're on. Oh,
You can, but he's also with
He's
them.
intermixed with them?
yes,
Okay.
because of martial arts. So again, you can choose not to use the area and just do it as a straight attack where you're going zot, zot, zot individually as opposed to a big blast.
Well, I'll use it as machine control. An area effect machine control and turn all their guns off.
Okay.
I like it.
I like it a lot
Mm-hmm.
because Sonics suck.
So 6.
Well, you hear the guns power down as any lights or LEDs or readouts that were on them suddenly just go blank. They got no successes. And are you moving anywhere? Are you doing anything else?
Well, they're still around there. These guards are with no guns. The guards are likely to get slaughtered pretty quickly.
They do have some martial trainings, but yeah, like you know that your friends here are probably just as good, if not better.
Also, they'll be distracted trying to get their guns.
Yep.
Hopefully. So I'll be walking along there. I'm going to go to the control room and then use the same machine control and see if I can figure out different use of it. If I can know where the areas where powers don't work are.
Okay. Yeah. You can do that on the next round.
It's something you can turn the button off. So.
All right.
So say guns are down. Actually, guns are down over there. Not over there.
Victor.
Someone's got guns out.
Turn them off.
Is it sitting outside?
On the group that he just turned their guns off,
Well, the electronic,
I'm going to
sonic
use
guns,
the
regular guns.
constructs power and concentrate.
You can burn off
And
your
it's
RFID.
selected. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to wrap small bubbles around their heads that seal off the air, dropping them effectively unconscious.
Okay.
So give me an idea what I do here.
So you're going to
It's
do
7-die. It's a 7-die construct thing, and it is concentration -4 and selective +2.
all right. So yeah, it would be a 7-die attack.
Okay.
Excuse me. And you're trying to see how many of them you can get since you don't have an area or anything like
There's
that.
no reason to have selective if you don't have that.
Bob didn't know. Okay. Well, actually, with constructs, you can make more constructs than the way that I understood the rule.
Yeah, you can do that, which you drop the dice, but for that you have the only time you need selective is with an area or zone effect, so that you don't affect somebody within that area or zone.
Okay, must have forgotten that. Okay, then why don't we go ahead and we'll just do the selective then, or we'll just drop them, make as many constructs as I need to make to do that.
Well, the cool thing about fighting minions is you can treat a minion group as a single target.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look like multiple bubbles doing what you're doing,
Mhm.
but you don't need the area effect attack to hit all of them with a single attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and roll your constructs at 70.
Okay. And we are 1 success. Yeah.
You got to do better than that. You have to hit them better. Try again.
You got leadership?
Yes.
You get a free reroll from Andrew saying you can do better than that.
Okay.
So they got 5. On their
1,
hands.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right. So you're able to get one of them pretty easily, and he, drops to the ground, struggling for air, and then quickly passes out.
Okay.
Are you moving?
So that will leave.
Oh, you can't because you're concentrated.
No, they're concentrated. So
So that will leave 3 in this group. So that brings us Back to Arsenal.
Use blink in concert with my martial arts and basically punch everybody in this group from behind. It's a selective area, so.
Nice.
Okay.
So if you're having to use the selective to not hit somebody that you don't want to hit, it costs you a resolve.
There isn't anybody here I don't want to hit.
The selective doesn't matter.
3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Only got 5, so you hit out. Take out one of them.
2 actually, because area effect.
Oh right, 2 of them.
Plus 2 fisted.
And you didn't take the 2 dice off the 2 fisted though.
Oh, you take 2 dice off.
Yeah.
I can reroll.
Well, actually, you
Well,
can't.
the area.
They don't combine. 2 fisted and area don't combine.
Right.
Okay. So there's 3 left.
4 left because I think you had a full load on this one, right?
You said there were 4. It was a group of 4.
There's a group of 4.
Okay, then there's 2 left. Sean.
Well, I'm still up against the wall, queasy, and trying to get myself under control because of my reaction, which got me the resolve, and that's all I can do.
Yep. You're feeling better. You're starting to recover from the shock of it, and the noise itself has gone away, but there's still a ringing in your ears. Leads us to them. So the 3 that are on you guys in that hallway.
Yep.
So they will drop their sonic guns because they're like, what happened to these things? And then pulling some triggers, and they drop them, and then they pull out their nightsticks and snap them open.
All right.
And they come to attack you.
Yeah, I shouldn't have trained me so well.
They only got a 3.
I'm seeing a lot of 6s.
I got a lot more than 3.
All right, so you very handily
I embarrass them.
come around and defend them off with their attacks coming at you. They continue to shoot at you. They're like, teleporter, no, we don't want to get in close range for that. What's that?
Your guns work?
These guys are out in the training area.
Yeah, it's a different group.
Yeah.
Using armor this time.
All right.
2, 4, 5, 6.
No, they got 3. So
okay. So their bullets are coming toward me, and there's another wavering of reality, and I look like I'm in like 3 or 4 places at the same time, and then the bullets are just mysteriously somewhere else.
Sonic waves, but yes.
Or okay, sonic waves, yeah.
And there's nobody on you guys out in the other area, so yeah, that's them. So that'll bring us back to Andrew.
I'm going to try to blast open the door at the end of the hall.
So the one where the doctor was coming through, or the one that goes into the training area?
The one that that he said our powers won't work behind.
So the one that the doctor normally comes to. Okay.
Four.
It is a pretty tough door. So you damage it pretty well, but it does not come off its hinges just yet.
Okay.
All right, so that brings us back to top of the round.
Anybody for paintball? There's a group of 3 left, right?
A group of 3 on me, and there's a group of 4 on.
3.
Okay. 3.
Oh, there's
3 and 3.
Groups of 3.
oh, sorry,
Two
yeah.
groups of 3.
Group of 3 on me and a group of 3 on Arsenal.
My super speed can I attack both groups?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
It's not that far.
Alright. For sure. Not so many this time.
Super speed 10. The guy's here. The guy's up here. So 10.
Got 5 on him.
Okay, so you handily take out the first group.
So which group is that? The one on me or the one on Arsenal? I was closer to you.
Okay, the closer one.
Okay. Then.
You barely see a flash. 2, 3, only 4 successes on that one.
Well, they only got 2, so
There's one left.
Doubles to 4.
No, 4. Because super speed.
Yep.
Super speed will double net successes. Two-fisted will double net successes. Area will double net successes. They don't stack though. Actually, ricochet will do the same thing. There's 4 ways to handle taking multiple minions out.
Wait, so the area would have double my net success.
Which you did, but you did double. You got 1 net success, which became 2.
You can only double once.
But there were 4, and then there were 3, so it should have gone from 4 to 2 then.
We made a mistake. Let's move on.
that was my fault.
It's okay.
The point is that the doubling effects don't stack. You can't stack two-fisted with area or whatever. It's got to be one of them.
I didn't realize that you doubled with area. So first time I played a character with area.
All right. Allison.
Yes. To clarify, there are no baddies left in the room we are in.
There are
No
no
baddies left.
Do we know where the others are?
You know that there are definitely other guard stations throughout the facility, because when you go out into the yard, that's kind of like if you're in a prison, you'd be in a cell block, and in a cell block, you don't necessarily interact with the other cell blocks, but you know that there are different guards out there than who you normally interact with.
Hear about the game?
Hey, Robert, come on in. We're doing another game right now, so
Okay.
the other one will start after a little bit. No, Tim. No. Come on in. So everybody's not currently in this. Is hanging out in
Ryan.
the kitchen and elsewhere.
Ryan, stop.
All right.
Raya.
Zip it.
Ryan.
All right, so you know that there are other cell blocks effectively, and that there are different guards probably in each cell block.
Okay. Which way? Okay. Rewind. In relation to where I am, where did the others go? Raya, shut it!
The others being the other guards.
The other of our group.
I'm in the training room, and she is
You're
at the control room.
You're out in the training room with him.
Okay.
Her.
So more or less by the
Wait, they're in the training room now?
No, I apologize. You are back in the hall. So if you go out of the hallway, you'll be in the training area.
So he's in the training room with me because he came in and he took out my group last.
Yes.
He's in the
And
training room because he blasted open the door there.
Yes.
No, that's a different room.
He blasted the door that we were going to that door, and then we were not going to go to that door, and then we're going back to that door again. Is essentially what's happening.
Because our powers don't work behind it
But you
so far.
you're going to the control room to try to fix that. And I got a 5D intellect, so I'm kind of figuring I know you're going to do that.
Honestly, at this point, I don't know what to do.
You want to hold?
Wow.
Okay. Because we got to move.
Can you do fingerprints?
Yeah.
Because there might be fingerprint lock controls on this thing.
Okay, I can
Have you
duplicate.
seen them doing anything?
Do
like that?
you mind if I speak out of turn?
Sure.
I think we're going the way you originally thought. Got confused. Sorry, but I'm pretty sure Volt or whatever he's calling himself is going to shut this stuff down. So let's go back this way again.
Ah, yes.
So you were in the hallway
Okay.
with him and Jolt, and now Glint and Andrew, and Victor.
Glint should be in the training room with me. He ended his turn taking up my group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anywhere you want it.
Right now, let me just set the scene, because we're gonna all get arguing about where everybody is and get confused. So right now, that was the hallway.
Okay.
That's the offices that the doctor normally comes from, behind where powers won't work.
Okay.
These are your barracks. Then there's the training area. There's the security room that Sammy's in currently. Training area where Arsenal is, and Glint. And then here's the yard, and then here's the cafeteria back here.
Okay.
And I just said, I think Volt's going to turn everything off. So let's go back to that office like he was going to in the first place.
Okay.
Do I see an exit out here?
Do you need biometrics?
So you can go out through the yard,
I
or
haven't been
back
in
into the
control room.
cafeteria, or back into the.
Okay. I'm still as
You're in
the
the
doctor,
training
so
area.
go over and look for.
I don't think going into the office
Biometric
is right, so
scanners.
I'm going to
So
go
you
back
can
up into
maybe
the yard and see if
gate
there's a
off
way
of that,
out for us.
or
And then
no
I'll
control.
teleport back to these
I have
guys.
his
We
key
want-
card.
Okay.
I have his key card.
That might help.
Convenient.
So are you going?
I'm going with
It's around
Volt to
combat
try
for
and
the moment.
figure out.
Oh, we're out of combat.
There's no one else to fight right now.
There's nobody else to fight.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we head to the control room, see what we can do. Are there any of the techs still in the control room?
So you're going through the. You're going out into the training area and into the security area. That's the control room. Okay. And you're trying to utilize the card, or are you trying to disable the lock on your own?
Well, let's try the card first. It'll be easier and faster.
And if there are biometrics, I have exactly duplicated the doctor.
So can we say we all got together except for Arsenal? Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
We yell, "Hey, Arsenal!"
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the rest of us are together at going into the control room area. I'm going to actually stay at the door once it gets opened.
Okay.
Actually, we can just tell them.
I'm going to flicker into the kitchen area, look for a snack, and come back.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I reach out telepathically. Hey, Arsenal,
Here.
we're all at the control room. We're going to try to shut things down and try to go out the way the doctor go out. Because if we go out that yard, we're out in the middle of all the other security stations. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be the way out.
So as you go out there, basically, the yard is sort of set up in a diamond pattern for each of the different cell blocks.
Okay. If that's the case, then I teleport back next to Tommy.
Oh, well, hell, hello.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss at you there.
Yeah, that's good turnaround for them. Hey, and you're in.
Forgive me.
Oh, where did you get that food? I'm
Sorry.
going to go get myself some and wander off.
Oh, here you go.
So are there any techs or guys left in the security room?
Back in the kitchen, got some more.
Yeah, there's definitely some text back there, and they're like scrambling for like various control panels and things, and they're like on radios and they're like on phones and they're like trying to get radio or anybody's attention outside of here. And actually, as you are mentioning that, some klaxons start going off.
Sorry.
Okay. First, can I shock them through the whatever barriers there are?
You can try.
Are there barriers? I thought we got inside.
Yeah.
No, you're in the security
It's
room.
sort of the opposite thing, but it does work. It does have the phase ability.
Okay.
So I will basically try to taser them in. So it's an area tap, basically with the voltage set. Or I would just want to hit them and not the controls and the thing there. Actually, I'll do selective on it. So that'll bring it down.
So
it's an area. So yeah.
So you're zapping them through the glass.
Yeah.
You have the phase. You have phasing on it.
Yeah, it would be phase suit or whatever it is for getting people wearing material or not.
Well, that would phasing is phasing. So
yeah,
phase effect means it phases.
So I can So I've already got that on there. Do it as an area and select it. Actually, no, there's individual guys there. I'm better off just zapping them individually. There's only 3 of them. How many?
There's like 6 of them.
6 of them. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it as an area.
Okay.
So 7.
So you will need to get. This is a difficulty of 7. The power dampening ability seems to be also emanating in this room. So while you're outside of this area, your power is working, but you're trying to affect something that's in the area. So it is effectively a 7 or a drain effect that is going on in there. So you'll end up you need to overcome that effect in order to affect that.
Okay, so is it coming from anything specific? I can feel it opposing, or can I feel? Are there emitters?
It's sort of a null area for you, so
just go for it, man.
Yeah. And I'll just bring it up. So 2, 4, 6.
Add dice.
Yeah. There.
Yeah. Go.
Crap. The last one.
Say that.
How many successes with how many dice?
I need 1 more to succeed.
Well, no, that's the threshold of 7. It won't.
Oh, okay.
Once even if you got 7, it wouldn't matter. At this point, though, you've added 2 dice. So if he gives you his leadership reroll, then you're rolling 9 dice as a reroll.
Okay.
I'll give you my leadership.
So now you get, because you already spent 2 resolve to add dice, you can reroll with the extra dice.
Okay. Take this one. 8, 9, 10. So.
Dang.
All right.
More than took him out.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, and 11.
Huzzah.
Yeah. So that takes care of everybody in there. And they all look very surprised by the fact that this is working at all. Like your electricity sort of like reaches out at like almost like a tendril into the room. It's much slower going into there because of the effect of what's going on. Because you're fighting against the fact that there is no energy for you to draw in there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just tendrils and it snakes between each of them as they just sort of like almost freeze up in seizure and then fall over.
So can we get in?
Yep.
And
but I can't gimmick the systems of power. Well, I might be able to.
Well,
what's that?
In the room, I probably can't gimmick the systems at all. power wise.
Right, exactly. Because as you walk into this room, you feel like that
And
that
we got the
energy,
biometrics.
that juice that like all have
Yeah.
made you awake and alive with such power.
I got 4D technology, so I'm just going to use straight up know-how, see if I can figure out how to get us the hell out of here.
You got anyone better? I got a 3. Can aid. You might be able to aid.
So we changed the rule about having to be within 3 dice. So as long as you can come up with a cool way you can assist, you can assist.
Mhm.
I think if enough people are, I'm sorry to be kind of pushing us forward,
Yeah.
but we're past 7 right now. And I told people there's going to be another game at 7 and people online want to play. So Cory, if you don't mind, I'm just going to say, well, I'm asking, can I get enough aid to maybe get 6 or 7 dice as a tech roll out of this?
Yeah. So basically, you don't really need to roll at this point. Like,
Okay. Well, it's just out success 4 success.
right. So basically, when you go in there, like you all feel this. Like this is like very much like somebody has taken away a part of your soul. And whatever powers that you have under the super abilities has gone away.
So I don't look like the doctor anymore.
Correct.
I look like me.
Correct.
And the mind link I set up with you is gone now.
I'm gonna take
Yeah,
one step
mine
in
in
that
your
room and
senses.
step right back out. I ain't going in that room.
Don't believe
I
you.
ain't going in that room.
So basically, you're trying to get an idea of how to shut this off.
Yeah.
So you can get back to the task of escaping.
Mhm.
I'm
I'm also looking for maps to get out.
And sure enough, like there are definitely some emitters that are in the room, and there are definitely some computer access things that are going on that can easily shut them off.
Oh, we have a bunch of sonic guns.
You do.
So we trashed the place,
So you trash the place.
and we
Look, we know what emitters look like.
Yes, and basically, at this point,
I do not touch the sonic guns.
there are.
If you want to trash the place, you could just leave it to me.
They got a bunch of
Take care it.
headphones. You get like the best headphones they've got there and not connected to anything.
So yeah,
Seriously,
basically,
if you want to trash the place, just let me do it.
Yes, we want to trash the place.
All right, so I trash the place. I open up a whole wall of portals. I'm firing off like swords
Well, we have
into
to-
the room everywhere.
We had to shut the emitters down before you can start doing that, though. What we're trying to trash first is the thing shutting our powers down.
Okay.
well, ultimately, what'll happen is as you shut the the emitters down, like you have effectively opened up a maelstrom of your abilities to
And then we'll trash the place.
to
And then we'll trash.
to effectively make that stop happening ever again. And basically, you've blown a hole wide open into the rest of the facility. And
I'm sorry, I missed where the emitters got activated, but we don't need to go back. It's just going to slow everything down.
The emitters.
They were-
been-
The emitters
They
in the
were
room,
in the
stopping
room.
us from doing
Yeah.
things. So we had to shut them down first, which is why we're using tech.
Oh, do we have a schematic for where the other null areas are?
yeah, absolutely. And you now have the ability to basically run through the rest of the facility without having to encounter these emitters again. Now, mostly they set these emitters off as a barrier. Like, they want to keep you contained without you escaping.
That's what we're doing.
But apparently that the best laid plan is.
So when we
and-
get outside, I try to find a vehicle that we can all fit in.
right, and that's where I was getting.
Okay.
8 of us.
And basically, you get to a hangar where there's basically a large jet that is large enough for for all of you to fit into. And I'm Glint. You had to run through a couple of these areas to get to this area, but you're
I've set
stealing
myself
yourself.
up for each one of them.
And I do have 4D tech, so I can
So-
moderately fly this thing.
And so, so basically, at this point, you're all able to
No,
get on.
40 vehicles, I mean. I got 40 vehicles.
I got 5.
You got 5D vehicles?
Uh-huh.
Oh, then you take the pilot seat. I'll take the co-pilot.
And you you see several other, guards have all like tried to stop you at this point, but have all run out into the area, and you've been able to handle them pretty easily.
On the schematic, could you see where their main power comes from?
No.
Yeah, Randal, we need to wrap it.
Okay.
They have contained that information, but because it's more or less a map of where you're at.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as you get onto the plane, like you are able to take off out of the hangar. Several guards are chasing after you, shooting their guns, but you leave them in the wash. And that is where we went.
Woo! That was awesome, man. And I'm
Thank you.
sorry I was being kind of anxious, but it's gotten late. So, and there's a lot of people who wanted to play this next thing. So, and we also got to eat. There's a whole
we got to eat.
There's a mess of food in there. I will say this: if this does not turn into a campaign that you run,
I will be sorely disappointed.
very, very angry at both of you.
Yes.
That was freaking awesome. What day is it? What's the date today? Is the 7th?
Yes.
Because I actually ended with one extra resolve, and I'm marking it just in case.
Oh yeah, I got my as well.
I'll do my resolve.
So if you will pass those in, put them into the tray over there.
I had extra as well.
What's today? What can I put on mine?
4 seconds.
Now, the extra ones that we won in the during the challenge, do we keep those and readjust our points, or do they all go away at the beginning?
Len actually did a long thing about this on the thing. So each GM has the decision to make. The default is you wipe the slate clean and start fresh.
Okay.
But the GM can say if you ended with more resolve than you start with, and it's a matter of comparison. So if your starting resolve is 3 and you end with 1, then you're going to start with 3 the next session. But if the GM allows it and you end with 5 and you normally start with 3, but because you role played so well and you earned resolve, the GM can say you get to start with 5 next session.
Okay.
So that's how that works.
Cool.
So that's why it's a good idea to mark if you ended with more resolve than you normally start with. But if you didn't, then you just worry about having starting fresh.
So yes, I will say as an intro session and everybody, just getting started with what's going on, and we had to cut a little bit short.
Moar.
Absolutely. Keep your resolve totals.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of play it by ear from session to session if I'm gonna apply that or not. But for now, yeah, go for it.
So everyone, please go and indulge yourself in the wonderful food that was made, because there was a big old pot of it made for everyone to share in. And while I will go ahead
to work in my office.
I'm going to go ahead and set up for the next game, which
I want to start with a retcon, but on the way out, we trashed this power station. Just in case.
Okay.
So then they have a bigger breakout to worry about.
I'd like to scoot out, please.
Excuse me, man.
Oh, sorry.
How big a bomb can you make?
A bomb? No, I don't make any bombs, but I can make a pretty good sized area just be completely devastated.
There is kinds of zaps.
So for everybody's watching online, if you'll just forgive a little bit of break while we are set up, although I will continue to narrate what I'm doing as I'm setting up. And Glenn, fair warning, I'm going to be moving back and forth between these spaces for a little bit.
No problem.
So I'll probably be kind of bumping against you a bit.
All right.
I've got a bunch of setup to do. I need as much stuff not on the space I'm trying to use, because I am going to be using miniatures tonight.
Okay.
So
Understood.
folks who are eating candies and stuff like that, if we can make a regular process of taking the trash and throwing it away and pulling stuff off the table, that would be really helpful. I recommend everybody keep the characters that you have here for that game, but we're going to be playing different characters for the next big thing. I'm not sure whose cup that is, and we can put those away, please. And yes.
I will grab a phone.
Thank you. So, I don't know where you're going to put that, but I need to get these out so that I can see. Because these are represent different places around the greater Denver area.
Yeah, I join in this game, or is it too?
I'm going to have a lot of people, so let me see how that goes first.
Okay.
I'm going to give priority to the people who didn't play.
Yes, sir. Understood.
And this is Cory's drink. If someone can please take this to Cory.
Cory? Where's Cory?
So right now, I'm just kind of
Hi.
getting myself
Very good.
mentally settled in. David Forby, that Catan board is for you.
Oh.
So if you want to go ahead and run it out to your car so you don't forget it.
Okay.
It's that thing that's in there. Sean and Ellen Gore were
Oh wow.
they're downsizing their life heavily, so I need to run a whole bunch of stuff.
Sure.
And that one specifically, I said I'm going to take that and give it to you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, sorry I didn't get a chance to take the wrappers out because
my car is basically
It's
locked,
like,
so I'll grab it.
when I saw them, I was like, okay, I just
Thank
want to try to encourage everyone to try to keep the table as clean as possible because I'm going to be using a lot of toys. So everything we don't have to have on the table, I'm asking to not put on the table.
that's what that's not.
What did my stuff do?
We put it in the bedroom.
Okay.
Because we needed to. Actually, I gotta go to the bedroom because that's where the stuff I need for running the game is. Just some of it. Jim coming through. Sorry, Randal. You staying for the next one? Or
Sure, because well, maybe 3 hours. I got it up at 5:30 a.m.
Ooh, that's early.
I got to get up at 5 too, but I want to play. I have a personal curfew of like 5, or I mean of 10 tonight.
Where do you want this?
Guys.
so it's going to be real helpful to not have a bunch of people.
I'm trying to get out of your way, Sean.
I know, but I'm just saying if there was a way for folks to.
I would like to have a chair with a back that's my stuff there, so I'm just getting out of the way and stuff, if at all possible.
So what was that?
I would like a chair with a back to sit in. So
Glenn, can I move that?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So
Let me get out of the
I
way.
have my stuff on that chair. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'll be out of your hair in a minute.
I can sit on the couch.
Are you staying for the second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. Well, he's busy right now. I'm just clearing the area myself. So.
I'm actually going to head out.
You're not staying for the game?
No, I'm getting tired.
Well, thank you for being here, Scott.
You're welcome. I'm getting tired and I got work in the morning. And then I've got the game to run for you tomorrow evening.
Mm-hmm.
I should actually have stuff like characters ready for you, or character sheets ready for you.
We'll have to have our drinking contest later, Scott.
The 2 characters that can't get drunk
Yeah.
ever. But I've also been here since 10 in the morning, so.
Yes, he's been here supporting us this whole time, for which I am very grateful.
Thank you. I just need to get some sleep.
So what I'm doing is I'm putting miniatures out. I'm using these tiles, which are actually from the old Sentinels Tactics game, where they tried to take the Sentinels property, Sentinels of the Multiverse, and they licensed it out basically for a tactics tile, this and little plastic miniatures and stuff like that. Game just didn't quite hold together, didn't quite get the same traction, but the tiles are incredibly useful for me as an abstraction. So, and these are zones as opposed to so each individual hex on there does not matter. This just represents a zone somewhere in the greater Denver area. So this will be a situation where characters will be going into one part of the city or another, or possibly out into the mountains outside of the city, where there's also combat going on. And these guys represent Meldanian commando forces. Each one of these represents 5 guys. Like little fire teams, basically.
There we go.
Just going to sit these here for now.
Are you weighing up?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, cool.
Just pardon me for being in your face.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. Can someone run this back to the bedroom for me, please? Thank you. Me first, sir.
Oh, okay. Up to here.
All right.
There's a phrase I'm sure no one's done.
He's a Mexican wrestler, and he has superpowers combined animals.
That works a little better.
So, like I said, I'm using these tiles, if you can see at home, which, yeah, you can. There's different sectors of Denver, and no, it doesn't really specifically matter if people who are Denver locals who know the area better than I do, want to say, okay, I'm in this part of town or whatever, that's fine. It's just that there are Meldanian and Maya Tech forces engaged in combat all over Denver, and the heroes are going to be pulled in to basically stop them from destroying the city and the surrounding countryside. So the Maya Techs, there's another dimensional realm in cosmic terms relatively close to the modern gods world that the Maya Tech, the Mayans, Olmecs, and Aztecs kind of ended up, fighting amongst themselves and then amalgamating into a singular power structure that eventually took over the rest of their world. Now, the Storm Knights, which if you were paying attention earlier, Bill was here. He's part of that team. The Storm Knights ended up fighting them off the first time they tried to invade, and then invaded their world effectively to stop their what they were doing, and more or less it affected a regime change. So the deposed Mayatech gods and their loyal followers more or less left that dimension and went on to another dimension that was actually very low tech and low magic, and they were able to easily take over, but they don't have anywhere near the power that they prefer to have. I'm going to need to actually get past you right here. Sorry. So they're making another, they built up a massive army, and they're making another run at the modern God's world. And so they're fighting with the Meldanian Empire. The Meldanian Empire is not interdimensional, they're interstellar. But they're the big, bad, lots of power interstellar empire that is doing their best to take over the Earth as well. And because the Mayateks came, the Meldanians said, all right, well, they can't have it, it's ours. So you have these two armies fighting over the entire planet in the sky, in the surrounding space and the skies on the land with the humans and they're the people of Earth fighting like hell to hold on to their damn planet. Now there was some rearrangements going on, and I need to find.
Excuse me. I just played my very first mute character.
Cool. Your first what character?
Mute.
Oh. So I can't talk.
Yes, she cannot talk. She speaks in ASL. All right, I'm a little confused. Hopefully I can unconfuse myself.
Somebody else is here.
Come in! Come in! Hey, hey.
Wasn't sure what the
How'd your guys' game go?
Huh?
How did your guys' game go?
I have a house full of people. That's what you said. So,
That's why I knocked it.
well, no, that's where you should knock.
Oh, I got you.
That is exactly where you should knock.
Okay.
All you're doing is saying hi off.
Excuse me.
But welcome. We got Curry in there. If you want
Come
to
put me in on this. I should sit down.
Can I help with something?
I just need space.
I got you. This light doesn't fall. And I'll get out of your way.
Hi, I'm Brett. Brett.
I'm Rob. Nice to meet you.
Guys, so realize there's at least 3 people are going to have to sit on that. And if you do not need that bag, don't have the bag in here. Put it in our bedroom. Just get whatever you absolutely need out of it. And ask them where the bedroom is. So seriously, there's way too many people in here, folks. And everybody loves having all their stuff with them, but that's not going to work tonight.
How about cookies?
So we don't need food at the table either tonight. So
Where's the bedroom?
I can get back there.
Oh, well, get my stuff out.
Cory, so you straightened out, but there are miniatures I'm looking for. There was a thing that had a whole bunch of these guys with like the yellow cloaks and the crazy headdresses.
I put boxes in places. I do not move miniatures.
Just D6 for this
so-
game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of D6.
I think it was set.
They were in a box.
There's miniatures still look familiar. These.
Wow, those are some big suckers.
Yeah, they'll be fun to take
They're
down.
a pain.
Oh, you fought this before?
I'm speaking from personal experience on this matter. Because
What's that at?
hello, big flaming sword.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literal flame sword.
Fire bad.
Huh?
Beer good. Sorry. You got it.
So these I use as the Myatech Ultra Warriors. They use a strange Arcanotech kind of, armor and weaponry. And these also represent groups of 5. Okay. Those are all the miniatures I will need, aside from heroes.
If there isn't a firm, I'll be in my room. Shock me.
Well, you can see how many people You can see how many people work there. So you'd be doing a favor if you didn't know
Here, sure. Do you need me to take that?
No, because people are going to need hero miniatures. All right.
I'm guessing those are bosses.
I'm going to explain everything. These are Myatech giant beings.
They have gods.
Yes, they do. This is an Olmec water god.
Is he the same one we fought?
It is an Olmec water god.
Fair enough.
Dude, I had to scramble. There's lots of mysterious Olmec water gods. So the giants are basically Quinametsin. This fiery guy here is Kinichao, the sunfire god. And again, an unknown. They don't even know the name of that Olmec water god. And this is Carinn, god of mountains and earthquakes. So he's out here having some fun. Got these guys in reserve, just in case. All right, so I'm going to take a couple of minutes to sit down and eat this lovely curry that was made for me. While I'm doing that, if anybody's got any questions, they want to go ahead and throw them my way while I'm sitting here. Now would be a really great time for that.
Well, I made a character. I'm not sure if I did it right. Or are you talking to the folks on the line?
I was talking to the folks online. I do not have the spoons to do character reviews.
Okay.
So if you follow the rules clearly and succinctly, then you should be fine. Did you find the rules confusing? Did you stay within the 12 die cap? Mm-hmm. Then if you would do me the kindness of handing that character to Brett, and let Brett take a quick look at it. Brett, would you take a look at it and see if there's anything that screams at you as being problematic?
Mm-hmm. I might have left that here. It's in the other file. Sorry. You're at that.
I will review your character in exchange for a bowl full of cookies.
Right. So as much as we can not have food at the table, I know that's ironic because I'm sitting here trying to shove food in my face, but as much as we can not have food at the table with as many players and as many things going on, I'm going to ask people to take food breaks in the kitchen. Also, drinks. I'm going to be kind of concerned about drinks, especially drinks in cups like that, because I'm seeing pour and spill and ruined character sheets.
Okay.
So, please be careful with your drinks. I'm not going to ban drinks right now, but I'm going to ask you to please keep the cups away from character sheets and stuff. And, again, let's just, if you need food break in the kitchen for me, please. I don't have any assigned seating. So I'm asking everyone to see to themselves on the seating situation. And if we need to drag camp chairs in or whatever, this chair is also available. I know I left that case there, but we'll remove the case out so that chair is available.
I'm sorry. That's why I didn't go back. I knew you were going to go back.
Found it. It's a mess. Just a straightforward brick type.
I have a new one too, so. Yeah.
Or I can play it for you.
I know. I'm going to have it ask him to review it like this to make sure that it's.
Or give it to Jennifer, or give it to Cory.
Okay. So.
Or give it to Carinn.
Okay.
I was going to use the psionic character from last time, the pre-gen.
I do have a ton of pre-gens. I mean, I printed out a crap ton of pre-gens.
Yeah.
So you want to use foresight?
Yeah. That'll work.
So if you have a toughness of 12 and also an armor of 12,
whoops.
The armor basically what it does is it boosts your toughness.
Oh. No, that's not true. Sorry, Brad.
I mean, I may be saying it wrong, but if you have a toughness of 12, then the armor doesn't have any purpose.
That is not true.
It's mostly for the ignored damage below half.
That is not true. The toughness, half your toughness is your baseline rank for armor. And toughness does not defend you against lethal damage, which most of the attacks are lethal.
I think I would really need to have an actual book in front of me to be able to make sure I'm doing it correctly. So
okay,
because I haven't.
I thought I sent the files out. Though.
No, I have the file, but I don't have it here.
Okay.
Thank you.
There is a copy around here somewhere. I have no idea where it went. But if you would,
it's over there.
And I never got to see your character either. Again, I just have no spoons to do so. What did you make?
I made basically a character that is he's kind of a cross between Mr. Fantastic and T1000. He's basically a group of nanites.
Okay. He's within the 12 die rank?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Good night, everyone.
Okay. Good night, Scott. Please be careful going home.
See you in a couple of weeks.
I will try not to fall asleep listening to your 24-hour cast.
Get some sleep,
and then wake up in the middle of the night and randomly type stuff.
Okay.
And then go back to sleep like I did last time.
That's fine, brother. Thank you for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me over.
Absolutely. We appreciate your support very much. Thank
Always
you.
good to see you.
Absolutely. Is there any powers on there I need to know about? Anything that's going to be classically David, oh my God, what the hell are you doing to me? Okay.
No, it's basically, I even translate, it's an, there is his main body power is an omni power, although I do have some other stuff to it. That, like the inanimate, I did not put in the omni power, I paid for it separately. But the omni power is things like, his electricity, where you get absorb electricity.
Oh, you're not gonna play?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Then you probably got 2 more people going to show up.
okay. Well,
That'll make it run late enough. If I really do that early.
thank you for joining us tonight, Randall. Thank you.
But I can make it.
Don't.
Machine control, that sort of thing.
I meant to try to tell people no omni powers. I probably forgot to say that in my out loud voice.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I mean that's where it's the ultimate. Oh God, what is that power?
do you want me to run this by Cory?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And
Happy to do so.
who are you? Are you playing Chameleon? Okay. All right.
And my character is a straightforward face puncher who knows science.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to finish this. If
I'm a face puncher who knows science.
if someone can help me with this.
Tech.
All right. Is anybody in the chat planning on playing tonight? Bearing in mind, I have not been on Facebook in a while. I apologize. It has been a day. Excuse me, I'm having to dig through a crap ton of email that just came flying in. But nobody emailed me about being on this. Currently on Facebook, checking to see who's in there wanting to play. You're still good here, bud.
Yeah. They're gonna get there slowly.
Okay.
I want to make sure I was out of your way while you set up.
Yes, Brett, I saw your chat. I'm sorry, I was trying to find you. I saw you. I was trying to find you on Facebook so I could send the link to you. So you have the link. Do you want to play Arcano again?
I can do that.
Or did you have somebody else you want to play?
No. I didn't have anything else. I couldn't figure out how to build, but I'll play Arcano. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, again, if you'd like to play Arcano, I have plenty of the pre-gens if you'd like to look through them.
We'll take a look.
There you go.
It has been reviewed and
Yep, here you fine. Excellent.
Well, these are all the people we played with in
a lot of them are, but the stat goes deeper because there's a bunch of others as well. Can you hear me okay, Brett?
Very well, sir.
All right. Just waiting to see if there's anybody else who's wanting to play.
Yours are smaller, so it doesn't matter. As long as I just have the regular size.
Teresa, I hope you can. Teresa, I can't deal with Facebook chat right now. So if you're watching, there's a chat section there. not the comment section for the actually I don't even know that she can hear me. You have to watch the stream, and there should be a chat section there.
I got my glasses, so no, that's okay. I need the two, but I have contacts, so we can generally see.
Yeah, mine work great.
All right, there's no way for me to track what's going on Facebook right now. I'm just not going to. So Brett is joining us to play this evening. Is anybody else part of the online community wanting to play? Please post in the Q&A section that you are wanting to play. Please do so as soon as possible. You're good for character. You're good for character. Your
character's been approved.
You're good. Okay. You're good.
I think so.
Randall, right? No, Rob. Sorry.
So,
and you're playing Communion, which I know is fine. Is anybody else in the house planning on playing? We've had quite a few people step out. Did Sakura want to play?
Yeah, just too many clicks.
We're not doing food at the table. I'm asking you to do food break in the kitchen. What was that?
That was Michael.
An emotionally needy cell phone.
Okay. So, you do not have a character?
No.
So, you two need to spread out and let Sakura in, please. And Sakura, be looking through the pre-gens, please.
Here, I'll do these first. I haven't decided on these three. So I'll give you that one.
You guys are done catching one? I mean, I want to see what they look like.
Okay. Brad, who are you playing? Last wave?
If I can.
As long as you can assure me that you built according to the rules, and go ahead and tell me, do you have any of those? Put your GM hat on right now. Not your I want to make Sean's life a living hell hat. I need you to put on your GM hat.
Only power that I have that's... Go ahead, sir. I just have energy absorption.
Huh?
What's that?
Go.
I have energy absorption of 12D. And then I have the pro of cold, electricity, energy, fire, kinetic, and sound. That's it. I mean, the other stuff is determination, leadership, martial arts.
That's it. You can absorb everything, is what you're saying.
Except for radiation.
All right. So you do know that that absorption, you can absorb all kinetic energy. Because, well, I mean, it is an energy. It is an energy. So
I also have talent if you want me to play him.
I'm just saying you're not allowed to have absolutely immune characters is the problem. Because what you're telling me is that if you play, there's no chance I can hurt you based on your assumption of how you built that character.
No, I took magic can affect me. Mental can affect me. And like I said, there's a couple of the other radiation and stuff. If you'd rather me play Talon, I'm all good with that too.
Well, I thought I misheard. I forgot that you know I didn't realize that you didn't say magic. Did you say psychic?
No, I am not immune to psychic either.
All right. So kinetic, energy, cold, fire. What else?
Sound.
And
electricity.
And vibration. And electricity. So ridiculous, in other words, just flat out, completely, totally ridiculous. Yes, play this character. Go ahead. Let's see what I can do with that.
But as I said, he has to be hit to do anything.
The Mytex have lots of arcane abilities. So.
Plus, there are like 5 gods on the table. So,
all right. I have not seen anyone else say that they want to play, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and go forward as soon as Glenn tells me he's picked somebody.
Yeah, Arcana.
You did go with Arcana. Okay.
Yeah.
And have you picked somebody yet?
Working on
Okay. Going to need you to work on it faster for me, please. Because we're wanting to get going here. You know what? I can. Yes, I have my board. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get everybody on the board here. Tonight's gonna be a Donnybrook, folks. Flat out. You know, this is just gonna be flat out the battle of Battlefield Denver is what this scenario is called. And I'll reiterate what the setup is, and I will point out everything that's out there in a few minutes. But let me go ahead and get some stuff up on here. There was there was this idea.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm going to play him. No, that's all right. Oh, you took Pandora. She was really interesting. I was
Okay.
debating. It was really a toss-up between the two of them.
19.
Randall, what's your character's edge?
Oh,
Rob. What is your character's edge?
10.
And what's your character's name?
Dr. Diamond.
There was a guy named Randal sitting there.
That's why.
Josephus Durango with a 5.
What's his shirt?
You really? I thought you were kidding about the name.
Nope. It's got an S. Not a C. Thank you. His shtick is the armor's actually named Josephus Durango. His name is Justin. Perfect. Both.
Foresight, 11.
So for the folks at home, this is a dry erase board. I'm sitting over here next to you, which none of you can possibly see except like a little corner of. But it has 25 plus, 20 plus, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, and it just goes down from there so that I can just go ahead and put everybody on the board where they belong in the initiative order like that, with minions over here on the very, very bottom because, well, minions are on the bottom. David.
Fractal, 9.
I don't know if I spelled that right. 2 A's or what?
That is correct. You spelled it. Oh, yeah, you spelled it fine.
Wow.
Pandora.
Okay.
9, sorry.
Okay. Real quick question. Does Pandora have an Omni power?
Yes, sorcery.
And do you know these rules well enough to play an Omni power?
I'm remembering from the game that I played.
That's not the answer to the question I'm asking.
So no.
Because Omni power is all the powers.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know that for this scenario that's going to be a good idea for you.
Okay.
What is Arcano's edge?
13.
And what is Blast Wave's edge?
18.
And hey, Brett?
Which Brett?
Okay, I was going to use character names. Blast Wave.
Now,
I'm going to need you to do me a favor.
You still want to do them all?
Watch the chat and the QA section for me in case I start losing track. Can you do that?
Yep, will do.
Take a bonus resolve for that.
Snowless. And all of a sudden, we have all the powers located in here. We can look them up as to how we want to use them.
That's what happens. I got these
And
dice.
play with them. How does that sound?
I'd rather make it a little bit easier on Sharon.
Okay.
This one is better.
Well, I was thinking, since I needed to do it anyway, because I'm still not up on exactly how everything works.
Yeah, that'd be fun, but
Well, I'll be completely honest. The reason I did that is because I knew you were playing the Omni Power character, and I didn't want two newbies both playing Omni Power characters sitting next to each other.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's fine.
Maybe easy way to fix it.
Make it easier. Sister Virtue with 18 edge.
I know her. I remember her.
Last wave, what's your perception?
6D.
What is Sister Virtue's perception?
5.
You want perception?
No.
Okay.
When there's a tie, I base it on perception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the type
Makes sense.
Yeah, works.
All right. Is the music bothering anyone?
No, it's too low. Too low to be a bother.
The thing about they're so colorful and interesting, and people don't use them very much. But the reason why they don't use them very much is because, oh my God, these names. The Olmecs, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Mesoamericans. Oh my God. My poor limited Western intellect, Northwestern, I suppose, intellect.
So many Q's and Z's.
Yeah, some of them would be a real pain to pronounce correctly.
Yeah, and X's.
Called a lot of Q's, something like that. Just need to write it phonetically, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Good luck with Quetzalcoatl.
That's one of the easier ones.
That's an easy one.
That's not, it defies phonetics though.
All right, here we go.
A-E-T-Z.
Already run.
However you choose to think of it.
So I have 6 players here and 1 online. So that's 7.
You have 7 here.
7
1
here.
online.
No, 7. Yes, 7.
So that's 8 total.
So 8 total. So that means I get 8 adversity because, and then because this is a mega difficult challenge, I get 2 more sets of 8. For those folks counting at home, that's 24 adversity I'm giving myself.
So you'll go through that by the 3rd roll?
Shut up.
Over under a second one.
No one likes you, Smith.
It's not like I haven't burned through 16
You're not wrong.
tokens in one shot.
So how many edge does how many edge do you have, Chameleon?
1.
Okay. How many edge for
Resolve?
you? Not edge, sorry. Resolve. Yes. How many resolve do you have?
Long day.
2 for both of us.
Pass those down, please.
How many for the guy in the suit?
Pass those down.
About the same.
Pass those down. You're sitting right next to me, so you're going to be helping me a lot here today.
No problem.
How many? And how many for you, sir?
Do I get the last ones from the last game, or do I have to start with
If you tracked how many you
Yeah, I
had,
did.
so
11.
oh my God!
How?
Because he played this character in another game, and I awarded a crap ton of resolve to him because he kept earning it, and he didn't,
I didn't
spend
spend
it.
any.
So I told him to track it for the next time he played that character, and he did.
Well, that should offset some of the adversity.
And you've got your resolve tracked on your end.
Yes.
All right. And I did not hear from anybody else saying that they wanted in. I'm at this point going to just if anybody else wants in, I will bring you in, but you'll have to be between pages. So last call before we start this Donnybrook. And it's funny because I'm going to have to do a lot of standing up and stuff like that, and trying to look around my stuff. So is there any way to move this table like 3 inches that way?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So, welcome to Battlefield Denver, everyone. You obviously don't want to pay attention to this camera right now because, well,